Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to my channel, and today what I am planning to do is complete the part which is around getting the edit transaction, because we saw yesterday that that edit transaction is a little complicated, and there are quite a few things that we will have to take care of, and hence I spent the time trying to understand what are the different ways we can best get that code to work, and I'm ready to share and show that to you. All right, let me see what's the setup looking like. Yeah, I have it open on my cursor, just started things. So yeah, over here, login. I might do a smaller stream today. Let me see. Okay, perfect. So I'm logged in, and what I will now do is try and understand how we can break down the code for our edit transaction, right? So here's one assumption, that whatever we are doing will be only for expenses. So I'm not going to check for a change in category. Okay, we will always assume that a bank account may change, the amount may change, okay, and the category may change, but the type, which is it will continue to be an expense. That is the basic understanding or assumption, I would say, that we are going to kind of take over here, right? So yeah, what was the thing, right? The first thing let's do over here is go to our update. I'll have to create a request, because there is, like how we had validations in our store method. Where is that store method? Right, store create transaction request. I will have a little bit of logic in my update transaction request as well, so as to say. So let's create that first. PHP artisan make request. I will name it update transaction request. Perfect. So now I will come over here and see one thing in terms of authorization, but actually rather first let's go to our update. I will change this to update transaction request. Update transaction request. Correct. Now what I was saying is, the first thing that we should do is, obviously in the authorization we can have one condition, that this route transaction, because we will get the transaction. Yes, it says this route transaction user ID should be equal to I will do auth user ID. Okay, it will ensure that as a user I can only update my own transactions and not others' transactions, which is an important piece. After that, what I can do is literally take this entire thing, paste it here. So I have account ID which is required, category which is required, amount required, numeric minimum 1, date again required, should be a date, description, and that's it. Now let's do one thing. We will do validated, right? So now, because we have a request class, we get the validated data using request.validated, just so that we are able to see the data. I will do a die-dump. Come over here to my browser and let's test it out. What happened? Yeah, let's make an entry for today. Today is 15th. Access bill 300, phone, add transaction. This will have no bearing because we are handling the update right now. If I click over here, I thought I was on the correct code base. It says save. Oh yes, correct, because both things have save. Yeah, so we are getting the DD and I can see the data which is coming. So that is one step. Right, now we will move to the part which is, doing additional validation. So if you have seen, we have done something similar during the create, where we were, because we wanted the user to get validation errors instead of exceptions or aborts, right? We did that. So we will follow the same structure. We will do public function with validator. Yes, it will return a void. And in here, the first thing that I will do is validator after. I'll get the validator instance over here. So yeah, and in here, what do we do? First things first, we get the data equals validator save. We can do all. Okay, is there validator, right, my bad. Yeah, this is what the correct thing is. Yeah, so we get this data, this is standard, but after that, what do? We basically do all the validations over here in terms of the logics that we have defined. So first thing, I'll get the current transaction. Yeah, I will get the transaction because it is available inside the route. Then I will have to load some models. For example, I will have $new account. Oops. Yeah. Load related models is what I will be doing over here, which is $new account equals account. Come on, autocomplete. Yeah, account find. Now this new account is going to be the selected account from the drop down. We are assuming that the user has made a change. Okay, and I will also do new category equals category. Autocomplete, please. Yes, find data category. Okay, So what will happen is, whatever is the account ID and category ID that the user would have selected, or if the user has not changed it, we will get the old ones. Okay, so we got these two. We will need the old account as well. Can I get that in the autocomplete? Yes, transaction account, and I have old category equals this, and yes, it is suggesting correct code. So first of all, I will do, let me get rid of this. It's not coming in sequence and it is confusing me. Validate models exist. Okay, because we haven't done model exist validation, we have just done a required. So here we will check if not new account, and yes, for both we will do that. If not new account, error account ID, account not found. Similarly, if category is not there, then category not found. Do I need to do a return? Yes, I'll have to. Okay, I'll basically break from here is what I'm thinking. And then, so this is basically so far the validation of whether the accounts exist or not. Okay, we haven't checked for the other conditions. So for example, I will have to check the amount. So I will do old amount, oops, dollar old amount equals, I will have the transaction which I created, transaction amount, correct? This is our transaction that we got from the route. Because so far we haven't saved the transaction, so I will continue to get the amount from the transaction which is coming in the route. And obviously, as it is suggesting, I will get rid of this code first. So the new amount is what I am getting from the validated data. Make sense? So now what I will do is we will have case 1 same account, and we will have case 2 different account. Okay, and what I will do over here is let me see, the edit can happen at any point, right? So yes, if both the accounts are same, yeah, let me type it out. It's not getting what I want to do. So if new account ID, yes, is equal to this, so they are same account. Okay, I'll write some code over here. This is the else part of it, right? So what do we do over here? I'm just thinking what is required. I'm planning to add private methods, otherwise this function will become very big and not very easy to read. So maybe validate same count. Okay, what do we need? We'll obviously need the validator. Validator, the new amount, oops, dollar new old. I'll first pass the old amount, then what happened here? New amount. Okay, I'll fix this spelling mistake. And yeah, I'll need the validator because I'll need to show the thing. then I will need the old account, new account, correct? I don't need the account actually. I will need just the old amount, the new amount, because I'll need to do a difference. And yeah, I think this should work. Let's see. Okay, I'll just create that thing, private function, this. Okay, and why don't I even add validate different action? Yes, perfect. You got that correct. And I'll pass the same validator new account, and new amount is what I will need over here, because if they are different accounts, validator I'll need the new amount, because I'll need to add this amount and the new account. Okay, so if it is feeling a bit confusing, hold on, be with me. We will understand what is happening. So come over here, and the first thing that I will do is maybe get the difference. Okay, amount. Hey, why is it dollar amount difference equals for the difference I'll need the new amount minus old amount. Okay, now what we will do, this can result in two values. One is positive and one is negative. So if amount difference is greater than 0, okay, then what we are looking at is amount has increased, correct? Because if the previous value was 100, the new value is 120, then the amount difference will be 120 minus 100, so 20 is greater than 0. That's absolutely right. So what we will do is in here, I don't need to check for lower numbers, right? Correct. Because if the old number was 100 and now the new number is, let's say, 50, so it's a reduction. So I will have to just add back 50 to the account. So I don't need to check for the balance. But if the balance means I'll need to reduce more from the account, only then I will check that if the account balance, right? So the account will be the new. Oh, I need the new account. Yeah. So I have over here validator, then I have my old amount, new amount. Maybe I'll add the new account. So what will happen is I can do I'm just thinking it will be new account, correct? Yeah, so it got it correctly, which is what I'm seeing here is, see, I'm getting the old amount, new amount, and new account. And this is but why am I doing it validate in same account? So in the same account, ideally my variable name is wrong. It has to be account, right? It doesn't make sense to call it new account. I mean, the variable names have to be correct. So when the new account and old account IDs are same, I am passing the old amount, new amount, and the new account. I mean, I can literally pass any account, to be frank, but yeah, this is fine. So, okay, just bear with me. I had the logic correctly in my mind, but I'm still trying to ensure that what I'm doing is correct. Okay, validator is fine. I'll just add the types. Old amount will be float, new amount will be float as well, and account will be of type account. So will this complain for what I'm doing over here? No. Perfect. 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. Perfect. I think if I run paint, it will it will format it correctly, so I don't need to worry about that. But yes, if my account is same, what I can understand here is that if I don't have sufficient balance, it will complain. It will give me a validation error, which is exactly what I wanted. Now we will have to handle the other one, which is the case where we have a different account. Okay, so in here again, let me see. I will need the validator, I'll need the new amount, and I will need the account, new account. Correct, because I need to ensure that my new account balance is not less than the new amount, because if that is the case, I will just say new account has insufficient balance. Okay, and maybe in here I will say insufficient balance for increased amount. Okay, just so that the message is very clear. Let me do this. Okay. This is all looking fine. So I am doing all these, and the last thing is, thanks to Punyapal, I got this nice idea of how I can pass these informations, because I have loaded the new account and all those things. So I will do context, add or flush. Let me look at this. Sorry, flash. No, I have done add, which is fine. So context add, old account will be my old account. Yeah. Then I'll have my new account. Yes, old category, new category. And I'm thinking of the old amount as well. Yeah, thank you. It looks like it is accessing my microphone as well. All right, I've literally written a lot of code, but we haven't tested it. See, these are safety, that if account doesn't exist, category doesn't exist, because someone needs to literally modify the post request to get into this situation. But what we can definitely do is come over here. I'll just do a hard refresh just to be safe. Do we still have the DD? Yes, we do, which means if there is validation error, I will get the validation error. So in case of an amount in the edit which is insufficient, I'm getting insufficient balance for increased amount, which kind of makes sense because it means it was here. Correct. Now it's time to check this. If I change from Axis to HDFC. I keep the amount same because this amount is not in my balance. I hit save. What do we get? Wow. The validate different account argument 3 must be of type account string given. Okay, no problem. I will fix that here. 1, 2, 3 new yeah, we need the new amount and the new account. It is, yeah, I know it's confusing, right? I don't need the old amount. And dollar new account, because in the function, let me see once again. In the function, I'm taking the validator, new amount, and the account. So let me increase the number to a very big number, change the account, hit save, and it says the new account has insufficient balance. Well, this is exactly what I wanted to do, because now the basic validation is kind of working. Okay. All right. So guys, what do you think about this approach? This is what I felt is the most optimum one, where we can literally have a visual feedback in terms of what is the problem. We haven't saved the thing, but this is the benefit, that with the validations I'm able to run my business logic and then create appropriate validation error messages. Okay, let's move on. We have this. So the validation is taken care of, and what we will need to do now is, first of all, get rid of this DD. Okay, we don't need this abort unless, because we are checking the access. But what we definitely need is to pull the data from context. Okay, so what do we have? Old, we had 3 to 5 things, and what I will do here is paste everything. Okay, old account equals this. Perfect. I'll have to make all of them as full. Now this becomes this. I can do a multi-select if my machine allows me to. It is not. Wow, that's a bit weird. Done, and this is looking correct. I need to clear this. How are we doing on the clock? Let me see. 7:30. Okay, I have to kind of close it in some time, so let's try to push a little bit, speed up things. I'll create an so these data points will be required for me to update, so I have done that. I'll create an action which will be update transaction action.php. Okay, and First things first, I will inject this as this thing, and now the only thing which will happen over here is action.execute. The parameters are going to be different. I will handle that in execute. Yeah. Okay. Now, what all things does it take? No, we will do it from here. So we will have an execute method first. Let me see. It gets the transaction array of data. Yes, I'll need the transaction because that's what I want to update. I need the validated data. I need the new account, old account, new category, old category, and old amount. Old amount? Yes, because I will get the new amount in data. So yeah, it is kind of making sense. Wow, hold on. A lot of cleanup is required. All right, and I'll get these things into picture by importing them. Category and all those things are done. DB transaction. Okay. Yeah. Let me see. First of all, right, it is becoming difficult to read. Let's get these. Oops. Yeah. So I am. This is the transaction. Am I returning a transaction? Wow. This return. Hold on. Sorry about that. And yeah. This will be a transaction, if I'm not wrong. Okay. And what my action will basically do is, see, this is transaction array category. We have the two accounts, the old one and the new one. Okay. The two categories, old amount. Yes, this is correct. I can do literally return over here. Okay. And I'm just trying to see. Yeah. Where do I put the return? Yeah, this is the return, which is correct. So now these things are in place. What I will have to do is, before the update actually, oops, yeah, this is the bracket, and what is this? No, I don't need to manage that. So first thing is new amount is data dot amount. Correct. So we got the old amount from the parameter and the new amount from the data. Now I'll have a flag account changed equals old account not equal to new account ID. Why? Because I will have to either increment or decrement the bank account value or the balance accordingly, right? So we will do this. Okay, And then I will have my condition, which is if not, let's say account changed. If my account is not changed, then what I need to do is handle the I'll say handle same account amount change. Okay, else handle different account amount change. Because if it is same account, sorry, then I will just make the change in the balance on this account. Otherwise, in here I'll have to add the old balance to the old account and add or reduce the amount from the new account. Okay, so let's create a private method again. I'll have a this handle same account update. I will need to send the old account. Okay, old amount, new amount, come on, yeah, old category, new category, because the category ID could have changed, so we will need to take care of that as well, right? I'll do this. Okay, so obviously we don't have this method, so I'll just come over here, private function this. Okay, and too many arguments to function this. 5 provided but 0 accepted. Yeah, that I will solve, don't worry. I have okay, and similarly I will have, let me see, handle different account type. So we will need the old account. I will also need the new account. Why is it not sending it? I'll add that. Hold on. In the different account, we will need the new account as well. Okay, get this thing, come down, private function this. Okay, and I'll steal all the arguments from here so that I don't make a mistake. Okay, now for the actual body of those private methods, when they are in the same account, what I will do is I will increment first. I will do account which is right now old account, right? So old account increment balance with my I'll first increment with the old amount. Okay, it's 2 transactions, but I felt that this would mean my code is a little readable because everything is in a transaction, so I don't have a problem. What I'm doing is, first I am nullifying the old amount because I am adding it back, and then I am decrementing it. Okay, and what I'm thinking here is old account, sorry, old account should become account. Okay, so I'll also type hint this as account float. Okay, new amount, category, yes, it is not complaining. Type hinting is done. Right. Wow, we are almost on 40 minutes. Let me now look at this piece, which is, this is an account. Okay, account, floats, categories, yes. And in here, what I will do is, first I will increment the balance, the old amount to the old account. Correct, this is correct. And it goes second piece as well, which is in the new account I will decrement the balance. Okay, because I have already validated that thing, right? So I can directly do this. And with that, so basically we have handled that when it is on the same account, we are first nullifying the entry by adding that amount back, and then reducing the new balance. So if it was previously 100, so we add 100 back. So let's say the balance becomes 1000, and then the new balance is the new amount is 120, so I reduce 120, or if it is less, I will reduce that. All right, this is quite a lot of talking. And we have transaction finally being updated. I'm taking the new account ID, the new category ID, the new amount, the new date, and the new description. So let's test this and understand what is happening. I will open up my database browser because we will have to check there as well. Hey, hi Punyapal, how are you doing? I thought you were live. Okay, less talking, let's get back to work because I need to, it's almost Diwali, so I need to go out, and so I thought, and I'll be able to finish it in an hour or so, but yes, it's touch and go. Right. I have the ability to update the balances, right? So what I'll do is I'll do an apply over here, save project. No, this is fine. And 1000.00. Okay, and just to be safe, I don't know whether it makes a difference or not, but for safety I will do that. And over here I have this bill, so my balance is 1000. So if I make it 3000 and same account, it worked. Why? No, it didn't. But I didn't see. Okay, my bad. So the account will need to change to HDFC, and if I now do save, it says new account has insufficient balance, which is correct. And if I, let's say my access has 21064 and this is 3000, so if I do access, I had 21. What did it do? No, it is, I think it is not, it saved now. No, it didn't. So we have a problem when it's a new account. Let's see. Action. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, how AI will able to work if I haven't even written my code. I was just assuming that it would work. How silly. Yeah, I mean, code editors and things are has improved, but they haven't improved that I can make such silly mistakes. I'm sorry about that, guys. Yeah. So what do we have over here? What happened? What is this? What? Right. So I'm sending that. Now the transaction is going to get executed. I was not even doing anything with it. So HDFC this, and obviously it will complain, right? And if I actually just change the account, and if I hit save, now from Axis it becomes 700. Is this? Yeah, that's correct. So it was 21 something 064 and it incremented by 300 because the amount was taken back, I mean given back to Axis, and from HDFC, which was 1000, we removed 300. If I put it back into Axis, keeping the amount same, it goes back to 1000 and I am here with 21064, which is correct. And let us just check whether the rest of the things are working or not. For example, I have this transaction, so I will change it from bill to food. Save. Should continue with Axis. Account ID here is Axis, correct. And category, it changed. Let me refresh and see. It is food, which I think is correct. That's ID. If I do other, refresh, it's 6, which is fine. Phone 123, and I will change the date to 14th. Yeah, 14th, 10123. All right, so just in time, guys. I think this is what I wanted to cover in this video, where I was trying to handle the edit, because it had quite a few conditions. If you see, as an overall thing, what we have done is we moved our validation from the controller to a request class. Okay, then we also had this, come on, yeah, this logic. We again use the hook with validator after to ensure that we have done the validation in terms of whether the account exists or not, whether there is enough account balance or not, and handling all the cases where the transaction can move from one account to the other, or it can be on the same account. The new number can be less or more. So yes, those bank account balance checks were done over here. Once that was done, we passed it to our action. That action is doing quite a few things. For example, first it is checking whether the account has changed or not, because if the account has changed, what we are doing, when the account is not changed, what we are doing is first nullifying the value and then again decrementing the new value. However, if the account has changed, what we do is we give back the amount to the old account, right? Old account, old amount, and we take the new amount from the new account. Okay, and that's pretty much it. That allows us to get the overall things to work. I again used context because I had loaded quite a few things during the validation, so I wanted to reuse, and overall this is kind of allowing us to handle the edit of a transaction in a very efficient way. Let me know, guys, what you think about this this concept and the way we have worked. If you feel there is a better way, do comment below and suggest, and I will check. But yeah, that's about it, guys. That's what I wanted to cover. Hope you like this video. See you in the next stream.